Good morning, welcome back to the channel. It's the 2nd of July today, quite overcast. Looking at the forecast this morning, it seems like the high pressure that's been around for so long and gives us this really hot sunny weather is finally leaving, giving way to low pressure systems from the Atlantic. That can only mean one thing: rain. But to be honest, normally I'd moan about it, but yeah, we really do need some decent spells of rain, so good time actually to get a few things done this morning before the rain comes. And the first thing I want to do, I've got some more of the Pongo beans to plant out, so I'll get on with it. So these are the Pongo beans, and as before, I'll just have had a good soaking first, and just tap, and then we'll see if that allows them to come out. That's not too bad. Like before, just carefully separate them out. I think a bird pecked a couple of the tops off just as we were coming through, which is a bit annoying, but anyway. Morning. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 plants there. That should make a nice row. So that makes up that row very nicely. I planted them quite a bit closer than the first lot I planted out. That was on the advice of Bill and Val, because that makes them more self-supporting hopefully, so we'll see if there's a difference. Just give them a watering in. And I forgot to mention that on this here was the last of my leeks. So that's the piece of ground where the red sun shallots I lifted last week. That's that ground filled up again, and hopefully they'll give us a prolonged harvest of beans, and then the leeks of course will come in the autumn and through the winter. Have a looking on this bed. The chard, 2 rows of chard up there, they're ready for cutting again. I cut the row on this bed here, just down there, cut that 2 days ago, and I can see the growth already. It's astonishing. But these over there, yeah, they need harvesting. I think that's about the 4th cut now, so very prolific. So in this bed I've just got room to squeeze in a couple of dill plants. Trying to fill the space as much as possible. This bed feels really dry, so the rain will be welcome. Should do the trick. This is the last remaining strawberry plant from those bare-rooted strawberry runners. I took them out of the boxes and put them in the incinerator. So I've had that soaking in water, and I've removed all the brown dead leaves. Now whether that'll be enough, who knows, time will only tell. I'll show you the affected apple tree grafts. So I've actually moved them away from the ones that are healthy, because I'm just thinking this, they might spread. And indeed a guy called Simon had made a comment, and he thinks, he's not sure, but it could be Verticillium wilt or fusarium wilt. If that's the case, it's not good news. I'll have to go up and read some more about it, but I think it's a fungal disease. And really there's no treatment. You might have to end up burning the plants, but I think for now, it's not something I've had to deal with before. I think I'll just keep removing the brown leaves and burning them, and just see whether or not they'll make it through into next year. Now I'm over on the micro orchard and just panning around slowly. You'll see that we've cut all the pinks now. We've finished cutting them yesterday, and I think we got 170 bunches, so they've given us a very, very good return for the amount of space that they take up. So a job I like to do as soon as the pinks was finished cutting this around this time of year, I like to start getting material to propagate a new lot. And if you're interested in how to take pink cuttings, I'll put a link up somewhere for you to go and watch that video. We just take pipings like this, enough for around about 60 cuttings, something like that. 11 pots with 7 cuttings per pot, so that should be enough to carry forward into next year and keep the stock nice, healthy and vigorous. And we'll put them in a shady place somewhere, out of full sun. Well, time for a tea break. I've just been in the greenhouse, just side shooting and things like that. Anyway, I had a look at the bell peppers and the aphids are back, so I've hit them again with the soapy water. Probably going to have to do it every couple of weeks or something, keep on top of them. And I'll just show you this this gooseberry. This was the Cordon, so it's going to be summer pruned, I don't know, about another 3 weeks I suppose, towards the end of July. But I don't know if you can notice this top bit here and a bit on this branch here. The sawflies hit that, but I can't find any actual caterpillars on it, so it looks as though it's just been a brief attack, if you will, so it should be okay. So one more thought really about the pinks. So I want to come back to the pinks. It just occurred to me that the only time they ever get watered is when I first plant them out after they've rooted, because that's usually around September time in this part of the world. Usually we get quite a bit of rain, so I never, you know, as I say, that's the only time. And then once they're established, I never water them ever. So if you want to, you might want to consider that as something worthwhile growing. If you've got a little piece of ground that's otherwise not suitable for vegetables or something, and you want a plant that pretty much looks after itself, you know, it doesn't really need much attention at all. It can stand hot, dry spells, you know, they're designed for that kind of weather, and you get a gorgeous, very highly scented, if you can get one of the old-fashioned varieties, flower, and the plant, as long as you say the plant itself will last quite a number of years, but the quality of the flowers deteriorate over time. So that's where I keep propagating them every year, just to keep the stock healthy and vigorous. But yeah, it might be a good idea to think about something like that. Like I say, if you're limited for time especially, and it pretty much just looks after itself. Anyway guys, we'll leave it there. Once again, thanks as always for watching. I do appreciate your comments. Smash that like button for me, and do consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already. And take care, see you soon.